Hey friends, so today we are going to work a little bit more with pattern. We've already talked about pattern very first lesson when we started all of this. However, now we know a little bit about rounded and angular shapes, thick and thin lines. We know about placement and the space and organization of space. So now we're going to do something a little bit different with pattern and make it kind of cool. All right, let's try this out. So you should have a pattern worksheet like this. If you don't, that's okay. You're just going to need some of these little rectangles to put in our different designs that we will be doing. So on our first one, number 1 is rounded shapes. So I am going to start with red. You can either do, I'm doing it with markers just to sort of so that you guys can see it and all that, but I would definitely suggest doing with pencil and then, markers after. So I have some lovely polka dots, but I'm going to jazz these up and I'm going to put another ring around them. And now I have some very cool rounded shapes, like so. Now, the next one says repeating curved lines. So, for repeating curved lines, we could just do some wavy lines, but whichever one you start with, you just want to repeat that same one. So it just goes down just like so, repeating. There you go. So now we have some repeating curved lines. Now this one is alternation of different kinds of line. So we have talked about straight lines and we've talked about zigzag. So I'm going to do some of that. So I have a straight line, I have a zigzag line, a straight line, a zigzag line, straight line, and a zigzag line. So I'm taking two different types of line and I'm repeating it, but I'm alternating which one goes where. Cool. Now it asks for stripes of varying thickness. All right. So if we have a large stripe like that, then a thin, large. We'll make it nice and large. Large, thin, large, and one more thin at the end. Now I'm varying the thickness of my line or my stripe to be variety. Added little pattern there. Now we have number 5 is shapes with enumeration, meaning they don't touch. So we can do something similar to this one, but this time they're not going to touch. So I'm going to make these like spotted things, but they are just not going to touch at all. Kind of look like upside down teeth or something. So we have these spotted things, and it's a like cool little pattern like that. But how this top one, there was a few pieces that touched. This one does not touch at all. Now, for our last thing, and this one's the fun one, is we have to invent original pattern for our snake over here. So, what do I mean by that? I mean color him, be creative, and add an invented pattern to him, because we know that snakes have scales, but in this we're going to add our own little design. So for our example, I'm going to do some like splotchy patterns, but I would love for you to create your own. So I have some splotches over here. Maybe I'm going to do a double whammy and put another splotch inside like so. There we go. Maybe I'm going to add some dots around it. Add some dots in there like that. Maybe I'm going to add another color. So I could add, maybe make this outer one orange, make that inner one I don't know what color I want to make it. Maybe I'll make the inner one. I don't know. Up to you. Oh, maybe I'll make that one yellow. Yellow in there. And there I have my invented pattern that I did on my snake. And of course, for yours, I would like you to color your whole snake in. It won't take that much work, I promise. So let's try this out now, guys, and let me see what you got.